Yes?
Dr. Clifford to see you, Sir Hugh.
Ask him to come in, would you? Ah. Come in, John. What'll you have? Unless the damn cleaners have been at it, there should be something here to take us into lunch.
Lunch?
Yes. You'll have lunch with me, John, will you?
Oh, I'm sorry, but you said nothing, and I've got that appointment in town.
Pity. I thought it might be more pleasant over lunch.
Pleasant?
The news I've got for you. Sit down, my dear fellow.
What is it? What's the matter? Is it Brenda?
No, nothing like that. Budapest.
Oh, the conference?
Yes.
It's been cancelled.
No, John, not that.
What then, for heaven's sake?
In a nutshell, I'm afraid you can't go.
I can't go? But I'm reading the paper at the opening session.
I know.
What the hell is all this about? I want reasons, good ones.
Well, Whitehall merely thought it might be wiser if you didn't go. That's all, under the circumstances.
Whitehall? What's Whitehall got to do with it?
Well, I'm afraid I don't know the whole story. I only wish I did.
Well, how much do you know?
Very little, I'm afraid, but they seem to think there were some security reasons.
Such as?
John, I don't know.
Oh, come on now, come on. I'm not a junior lab assistant.
Well, they thought there might be risks if you went to Budapest. That's all I've been told.
What, me? Is that what they're saying, that I'm a risk?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Who told you this? I want to talk to him.
I'm afraid I can't tell you that.
Why not?
John, it's policy.
Oh, policy be blowed. It's monstrous. A few muffled words and predictable cliches, and I'm supposed to go away happy, content to get back to my work again, after all the effort.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Sorry? No, that's not enough. It's just not enough. Look, the arrangements, the papers, all my friends out there expecting me. I put in 2 months' research on that paper. 2 months!
I know. Now, look, John, you've still got some leave. Why don't you take it? Go away somewhere. Take Brenda. Well, take the boat then. Go away on the boat.
Just sail away somewhere. Anywhere except where I want to go. All right, perhaps I will.
But I told Mary this.
Did you?
Yes.
When?
At the last committee meeting. I mean, we've simply got to be able to organise these things better.
Well, it's wrong.
Well, of course it's wrong, especially when the National Secretary's there. I mean, it's not as if it were a branch meeting or something. It's one of the most important events in the entire year for the whole association, and I really do think something ought to be done about it. Would you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I really think we ought to.
All right, then.
Oh, good. Well, thank you very much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Why have full central heating when you keep flinging the windows wide open? Can you drop these things in at the Oxfam shop on your way back to work this afternoon?
I'm not going back to work this afternoon.
What are you doing in those old clothes?
I said I'm not going back to work this afternoon.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
But why not? What's the matter? John. John! Sir Hugh Lodge, please.
Of course, Clifford and his wife are upset. I mean, it's unreasonable of you, Moxon. Most unreasonable. One telephone call, and you ask us all to accept your decision, willy-nilly. Yes?
The other gentlemen are here now.
Ask them to come in.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir Hugh, may I introduce Detective Chief Superintendent Inman and Chief Inspector Jordan.
How do you do, sir?
How do you do?
This is Sir Hugh Lodge, Director of the Harston Research Centre.
Do sit down, please, gentlemen.
Ah, thank you. If you remember, sir, we did meet once before the trouble down here with one of your secretaries.
What? Oh, Miss Hayman, yes. A foolish girl.
Foolish, Sir Hugh?
A romantic superintendent, lived in a dream world.
And dream world or not, she did give away valuable information.
Yes, well, I've been into that, most carefully. Tom's my security officer, first-class chap, ex-naval intelligence. We went into it together. Hayman gave nothing away. Nothing that mattered. She knew nothing whatever about microbiology. I tell you, she's virtually doing those 7 years for nothing. Oh, thank you, Miss Waters.
A delightful theory, Sir Hugh.
What do you mean? Oh, coffee, gentlemen? Please help yourself. Sugar, cream. What do you mean?
Thank you.
That you're wrong, I'm afraid.
Hayman's a clever girl, Sir Hugh. She apparently deceived a lot of people into thinking she knew nothing right up beyond the time of her trial.
You found out something since then?
Ah, sir, 7 years was charitable for what she did.
Well, don't you think you ought to tell me then, as director here?
That's the reason we're here, sir. We've been reinterrogating her for some weeks now, and we've started finding cracks in her story.
Well?
Well, we don't know all of it yet, sir, but enough to make us very worried over Dr. Clifford.
He wasn't involved?
Oh, no, sir.
What then?
One of the people Heyman has admitted recommending to the Russians is Dr. Clifford.
Why did she do that?
Because they wished to know who was in charge of the top research project here at Houston.
Is that why you stopped him going to Budapest? For fear he would be got at?
Precisely.
The point is this, that we never discovered who Heyman's contact was, and we still haven't.
But you're working on it?
Oh, yes, sir, from all angles. Oh, we'll get it out of her, but the question is, will we be in time?
Time?
Sir Hugh, the Russians have a lead of some 5 months over us. That's how long they've known about Clifford. They've had all that time to get at him.
Are you now suggesting that Dr. Clifford is a security risk?
If Dr. Clifford is innocent, Sir Hugh, at the very least he may be subjected to pressures from now on.
He said yes.
Did he?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's
yes.
marvellous.
For a whole week, I just asked him and he said yes.
Yes, well, there's a lot to do.
You will have the tiniest boat on the high seas. When do we go?
We sail, we don't go anywhere.
Anywhere with you is fun.
It won't be all fun, you know. There'll be a lot of hard work.
John, what about your wife?
She probably won't even notice I'm not in the house.
Oh, yeah, I mean telling her.
Yes, of course I'll tell her. Oh, blast.
What's the matter?
It's cracked, though. Did you get those new spares?
No, I didn't get one. I forgot.
And you call yourself a sailor?
Well, where are you going?
Oh, to get a new one, of course. Meanwhile, get cracking with the varnish.
Hey, don't forget the supplies.
Oh, morning.
Good morning.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's okay.
Now, what can I do for you?
Well, a vodka to start with.
Oh, sorry. Members only, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, of course, after I become a member. Tell me, what do I need? Do I need a seconder?
No. To tell you the truth, formalities like that keep newcomers away. And we need them. Now, if you'll be just kind enough to fill this up.
Yes, certainly. Name. Uh-huh. Occupation, I'm a writer. Usually I'm between novels at the moment.
I see. Would I have read any of your stuff?
Well, now tell me, do you like historical novels?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, then you wouldn't have read anything I've written.
And what are you doing down here? Looking for historical material?
No. No, actually, I want to buy a little boat.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Do you know anybody who wants to sell one?
Oh, there are plenty down here. Now, that'll be £2, 7 and sixpence altogether.
With the membership?
Yes, that's right.
Can I give you a cheque? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right.
Thank you. Oh, another thing. Could I have a receipt, for my account of the income tax and all that?
Yes, certainly. Of course.
How much did you say it was?
£2, 7 and sixpence.
£2.
And the name is, what was it?
Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Actually, I saw a rather nice little boat outside. She must have been who do I pay it to? What?
Oh, they're Horston Yacht Club. That'll be all right.
Very nice little boat. It must have been about 5 or 6 tonner. The name was, Camperes.
Oh, that's John Clifford's.
Oh, do you think he's seen it?
John Clifford? Oh, not likely. If you meet him, you'll know why. He's almost married to that boat.
You mean a man with 2 wives, eh?
2 wives?
Yes. Well, that's his wife, isn't it, down there? She's, sort of foreign. She's mid-20s. She's got a very good figure.
I say, you've got a good eye.
Well, I don't bump into things.
No. She's not his wife. She works here for me. She helps him with the boat, sails with him occasionally. As a matter of fact, she's crewing for him next week. She's got a few days off.
Oh, well, all I can say is he's a very lucky man. Cheers.
Cheers. Falcon's the name.
Mr. Falcon, pleased to have met you.
And you too.
Bye.
Bye.
John? John, back already?
Hello. Hello, anybody at home? Oh, hello.
Yes.
May I,
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I say, isn't
sorry.
she
Why?
Do you know, this is just what I'm terribly sorry. My name is Elliot Jordan, and I'm a writer. You're not English, are you?
No, I'm not.
Where do you come from?
Well, I come from Stockholm. But...
Stockholm. What a beautiful city that is.
Yes?
Mm.
Look, Mr.
Jordan, Elliot Jordan.
Mr. Jordan, what did you want?
Well, actually, I want to buy a boat.
Well, this is not for sale.
Oh, dear, what a shame. Is your husband anywhere around?
No, I'm not married.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Tell me, how long have you been over in this country?
Well, these questions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, Mr. Jordan, I'm busy. I must ask you to leave.
Yes, of course. Oh, I wonder, do you know where Dr. Clifford is?
Mr. Jordan, I just don't know.
Karen, can you give me a hand?
Well, that's him now. Please, wait here, and I will fetch him.
Thank you.
Over here, I got the phone. One more.
Dr. Clifford, how are you?
Mr. Jordan.
That's right, yes.
Yes, Miss Anderson tells me you're interested in buying a boat.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And Falcon tells me you're a writer.
Yeah.
Historical novels.
That's right.
Have you written anything recently?
Yes, but you wouldn't have heard it. Most of my stuff is sold in America. I'm sort of known there.
Do you think it's time you got back to the club?
But there is one eye.
I'll see you later. You're not a writer, are you?
I beg your pardon.
Look, it'll save you a lot of time if I tell you that as yet there's nothing between Miss Anderson and me.
Oh, fine.
So you can tell my wife that. I just don't know what the future holds, but not that it comes any surprise to her. It was she who sent you, wasn't it?
Your wife?
Sent you, employed you, whatever it is you like to call it in the private inquiry business.
Tuck, Inspector Bergstrom, please.
Yes?
Oh, hello. This is Elliot Jordan here.
Oh, hello, Elliot. Are you well?
Yeah, I'm fine. And you?
So.
Good. And how is Ella?
Oh, she's fine.
Oh, good. What was the name of that marvelous pie she made that time, huh?
Oh, you mean Jonsson's Restaurant?
Jonsson's Streisel. Yeah, no wonder I got indigestion, eh? That was one hell of a night, wasn't it? Huh? Look, Dan, I've got a small job for you to do.
That's a plan?
No, look, it's only small, but it's very important. It's about a girl from Stockholm.
John, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
A large whiskey, please.
I remember, sir.
Since 5 months. But you were not here then. Another girl. She was not nice. She had spots.
I've had enough. I'm going home.
John, you can't drive alone like that. I must come with you.
No, I'm all right. I can
John,
manage.
please, let me help, huh?
Hello, John. Making a night of it.
Good Lord, it's,
Schaefer. Willi Schäfer.
Oh, yes, of course. Good to see you again. You got that lovely yacht of yours here?
Not this time, no. Only a few days in England, a trade exhibition at Olympia.
John, we must go.
Yes. Good night.
Drive carefully. Valuable man.
I know.
Willie, it's good to see you. Come on, have a jar.
I will indeed, yes, thank you.
Hello.
John, please.
All right, I
let
can
me
manage.
help.
Look, you take the car, go on back, and I'll collect you tomorrow. Now, go on, up you go. Marvelous. Marvelous. You've shown your claws at last. Do I shock you?
Don't you think you've had enough?
Why? Do I disgust you? Well, you disgust me, too.
I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
no, of course not. From which of your friends did the recommendation come?
John,
Was it
please.
Vice President Mrs. Joanna Kerry, or... Oh, Vice, that's good. Yes, it must be her.
Look, John, I don't mind you being drunk, but I
You know,
would...
for years I've tried to get you interested in things, in me, and in having children, but, oh, no, Brenda's too busy. Brenda's got a meeting. Last year, let me tell you something. Last year, you had 162 meetings. Did you know that? I counted them. I thought if it ever came to divorce...
Divorce?
Yes. This is a dirty word, isn't it? It's not good for the image. By God, you beat me to it.
Look, John. Let's talk about it.
We are talking about it. Not that I mind, really, I suppose. Look, it mustn't be with my money. You must pay him yourself.
Pay him?
I don't want to pay for your inquiry agent.
I don't know anything about inquiry agents. I don't need... I can see what's happening with my own eyes.
And who is he? What the hell's going on?
All right. Let's hear it then. There was nothing that meeting at Islington, by the way. Complete blank.
A load of nutters.
Are you ready, Elliot?
Yes, Dan.
Karin Andersson left Sweden 9 weeks ago. That is, how to say, her maiden name.
She is married, then?
But yes, of course, to someone called Sven Hahn. But they have parted now.
But politically, is she clean?
She may be, but Hahn, he is very different. At this moment, he is being watched by us. He is involved in some peculiar organizations, anti-NATO, pro-East, encouraging American deserters.
The plot thickens.
Yeah. The question is, does Clifford know? The girl still thinks I'm a private detective. I think I'll play that along for a little while.
Fine.
You better watch out for Mrs. Clifford. She might eat you.
But some of these Swedish lassies have them for breakfast.
What?
Private detectives.
I say, you're up bright and early, aren't you?
I'd like to see Karen.
This hour? That's a bit unreasonable, isn't it? I don't even know if she's up yet. Look, can I help you?
No, you won't. Would you go and see if she's up?
Here she is. Karen, Mr...
Jordan, Ella Jordan.
Jordan, he wanted a word with you.
I see. I'm sorry I had no wish to speak with him. He knows why.
It's very important.
No.
It's about Sven.
I will talk with you. Privately, huh?
Oh. All right.
So you have found out about Sven, Mr. Private Detective.
Yes, I have.
Look, I don't matter to him and he does not matter to me, huh?
Yeah, I see.
It does not concern you.
I'm afraid it does. Now, you better tell me about Clifford.
Oh, what the hell do you mean?
No,
tell
you listen to me now. You might get involved in a very nasty divorce case, so for your own good, you better tell me about Clifford.
John?
Yeah, I mean, you love him.
Well, I like him, I might.
You mean you're having an affair with him?
Yes.
Which?
I might love him, yes. I don't know.
And that's the only reason you're over here?
What are the reasons? Could they be?
And you didn't know Miss Anderson was married, sir? Did you, sir?
Hmm?
Did you know Miss Anderson was married?
Yes.
Don't mind me. 10 to 12:30, handicapped children. 2:30 to 5, British Red Cross.
Have you ever met her husband, sir?
No.
You're sure? You never met anyone called Han?
No, I haven't.
May I ask what your relationship with her is, sir?
Well, we haven't slept together, if that's what you mean.
Could you have done?
I don't see what the hell is going on.
Believe me, sir, it is important, or I wouldn't ask.
But we sailed together. We're good friends.
And that's all?
Yes, can't you understand that?
It would be better if you told me the truth,
I
sir.
have told you the truth.
Believe me, Dr. Clifford, it would make things easier if you would cooperate.
Cooperate? What, in this circus? With people posing as novelists? I take it Jordan is one of yours?
Sometimes that kind of thing is necessary, sir.
What for? Look, just tell me something. Am I under suspicion or what? First you stop me from going to Budapest, and then you start prying into my
Look, sir,
private...
5 months ago there was a security leak at your establishment.
Miss Amon, yes, I know.
Yes, she had access to highly classified material.
Well, did she? I didn't know that.
Not many people did, sir.
Well, what's she supposed to have given away?
Well, I'm not at liberty to tell you that, but part of it concerned you.
Me?
Yes, you're the man working on the top project at Halston.
And what I'm doing there, did she tell them that?
We don't think she got that far. But as far as we are concerned, the Russians have got you marked.
Do you know how long I've spent on this work, how much I've given to it? Can you imagine?
Yes, I think I can.
Can you? 10 years, Superintendent, 10 years plodding on, following it through disappointments, on and on and on.
But that's exactly why we wouldn't let you go to Budapest, sir, in case they got at you.
They? As though they all live on the other side. You're part of them, Inman, with your rules and policies and childish politics, and you drag the rest of us down with you. You, Lodge, Heyman, you're all part of it. Look, my life, Superintendent, consists of work, gardening, matrimonial bickering, and sailing.
Exactly, sir.
Now, tell me, how long ago did you leave your husband, huh?
Some time.
Why did you leave him?
Reasons.
Reasons?
Reasons, please, leave me alone.
Tell me, what reasons?
Oh, you private detectives.
Can I come down? Here, you forgot the shopping list. You all right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm right.
You're a botherer, will you, Mr. Jordan? I mean, since you came yesterday, people have been upset. Now, I don't know why you're here, and it's none of my business. But don't go worrying Karen, right?
No, I won't.
You're sure now?
Yes, thank you. left my husband because I did not like him.
In what way?
You have no right.
Why didn't you like him?
Some things I do not have to tell you. What else is there in a bad marriage?
I know all about your husband's political activities.
What do you mean?
His work.
His work?
Yeah, who employed him?
I don't know.
Do you share your husband's beliefs?
Wait a minute, who
Do
are
you?
you? I know nothing of this.
Really? That's strange. When you were living with Sven, you were raided by the Swedish police regularly.
Just who are you to ask all these questions?
Well, I am a detective, but I'm not a private detective. My name is Chief Inspector Jordan of Special Branch.
I see.
So now come, don't tell me you didn't know what was going on.
He didn't talk about it, and I need not talk to you.
Now listen to me, Mrs. Hahn. We know a great deal about you. So you better cooperate because, you know, I have certain powers.
My work permit?
Yeah.
You will stop it.
Yes, I will, unless you cooperate.
You will stop it whether I cooperate or not. I know policemen.
So I imagine.
Stop us sailing together. By what right? On whose authority?
We may have to...
Can't do it.
Miss Anderson is a suspect. Until we've cleared her, I can't let you go anywhere with her.
This is ridiculous.
This is why you signed the Official Secrets Act.
You're very clever.
Thank you.
Faultless, you could say. They trained you very well.
Oh, who, Mr. Jordan?
Oh, come on now, really.
I don't know. If I did, I would not ask these questions.
You got a photograph of him?
Sven?
Yeah, you know, in your
Why?
handbag. Oh, come on, come on.
Or will it help me to stay on here?
Try me. For a woman who doesn't like her husband, it's very funny she should have a photograph of him in her handbag.
Reaching on the starboard tack, I had a well reeked down, bloody mizzen went. Then the backstay packed up.
Excuse me, Frank.
Hello, Willie. I thought you were up in London.
Lost my glasses. I didn't leave them here last night, did I?
No, I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Willie. Those are mine. Now, what are you going to have?
No, I haven't time. I could have left them, I suppose, at Olympia. I'm not really supposed to drive without them.
You want to watch that?
Look here. If you see John Clifford tonight, would you give him this for me personally?
Yeah, certainly.
Good, thank you. Goodbye. Speak to you.
See you. Oh, I say, that chap's got a lovely boat. Did you see her when she was down here a few months ago being repaired?
So it's just that I can't go sailing.
With Miss Anderson, sir.
Otherwise, I'm a free agent.
As long as you remember that we haven't cleared her.
There's no objection to my going down to the club.
None at all.
Well, even if she's there.
Here you are, my dear. And you won't go home with them again, will you?
Good sailors, those two.
Oh, you're telling me. Hello, John. How are things?
As a matter of fact, they've never been worse.
What are you going to have?
The usual.
Lovely day.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Willie left this for you.
Willie?
Willie Schaefer.
Oh.
Here we are.
Yeah, have one yourself.
Oh, thank you very much.
What's yours?
Oh, thanks very much, too. Fill him up.
What exactly is it you're looking for, Jordan?
A tie-up with a security leak at Harston.
Ah, yes.
Who Heyman's contact was, what he or she looked like. Chief Superintendent Inman is still interrogating the Heyman girl.
Now, we've had the initial breakthrough. It shouldn't be too long.
You know, I am not sure it's Sven Hahn at all, you know. Hello, George here.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes? I see. Thank you. Well. Sven Hahn was over here 5 months ago.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Inman?
What's that?
Return the file later, when Mr. Inman's had a look at it.
Since when did you start asking him here without consulting me first?
Oh, now, come on now, really. Look, if I wanted to go behind your back, all I'd have to do would be take a quick taxi drive down to Waterloo and back.
Be careful with Moxon, Jordan. Now, I'm warning you.
Thank you, sir.
And get your coat on. We're going out.
Oh, we're not going to go back to Harson again, are we?
Clifford's disappeared.
She's pretty shocked, you know.
I see, sir. Mrs. Clifford? Do you know where your husband keeps his passport?
It's upstairs, I think.
Could you get it for me, please?
He didn't even leave a note.
Mrs. Clifford, please.
I hope he loves her. Scandinavian slut.
Shall I?
If you would be so kind, sir. What about the girl?
She's at the yacht club, sir.
Are people watching her?
Yes, if they've arrived.
You better get down there and have a look.
You sure you'll be all right?
Night, Commander.
Good night. Hello.
Sit down.
Hello.
Can you tell me where Miss Anderson is?
Why? Oh, I see. Well, she's not here.
Do you know where she is?
Oh, no, I don't.
You sure you don't?
Well, of course I'm sure. She went out about half an hour ago. Down to the boat, I think.
John.
Well?
Passport's not there. Also, Mrs. Clifford says some clothes are missing and an overnight bag. Shall I answer that?
If you would, sir.
Yes?
Is Superintendent Inman there?
Yes, he's here for you, Superintendent.
Thank you. Inman.
Can you give me the telephone?
She's not there, is she?
How do you know?
She's gone.
Is that from her?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Oh, thank you. I enjoyed my time here. I write to you from Sweden.
From Sweden?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
So the girl's gone?
How did you know that?
I had word from the yard. Her husband is in England.
What?
He's here to take her home again.
But why would he come over to this country? I mean, if he's our man, he's broken his cover. He's broken her cover just to get her out.
Or they're completely innocent, and we're no further forward.
This is from her.
From her?
Are we still following them?
We're following them, but I don't expect to lead us to Clifford, do you? I'll take this. Stay here, Jordan. Pick up when you can.
Oh, can I help you?
No, I'm just having a word with her.
Oh, I see her. Good night.
Good night.
What a day. First John Clifford and now Karen.
He's not with her. You must believe me, Mrs. Clifford. Your husband has not gone away with that girl. You can set your mind at rest.
Thanks.
The question is, do you know where else he could have gone? I mean, has he any friends
Superintendent,
abroad? Well,
are you married?
Yes.
Yes. Well, we're not like that.
Well, whatever your troubles are, Mrs. Clifford, I can assure you your husband has not gone away with Miss Anderson.
How do you know?
Because she is with her husband. He's come over here to take her home to Sweden.
Do you mean that?
Yes. That's not your problem, it's this. Your husband doing the job he does at Harston is subject to all kinds of pressures from people abroad.
John.
Well? All right. Let's just go over it all again. This morning, you were upstairs.
Yes.
You all right?
Yes.
You were doing your laundry in the spare room. You heard your husband come out of the bedroom and go downstairs.
And out.
And out. But before he went out, did anything else happen?
I don't know.
Well, think, Mrs. Clifford.
I can't remember.
Come on, try and remember.
Well, I might have called out to him.
From
I
the
don't
spare
know. I
room?
can't remember, yes.
Was the door closed or did you come out on the
Oh, for
landing?
God's
Now, you
sake.
must have done one or the other. Now, which?
I came out onto the landing. He was on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Something about an aeroplane. And a man called Willie.
Willie who? Come on, Willie who?
Willie... Oh, I don't know, just Willie.
Come on, try and think.
Why, he only knows one man called Willie. Wouldn't have gone away with him. He's only known him for a couple of months.
Well, even if
Anyway,
it wasn't
John
man
doesn't
Willie...
like Germans very much.
Germans?
Yes. His name's Willie Schaefer.
Wilhelm Schaefer, born Danzig 1920, refugee in England 1938, interned here throughout the war.
Do we know why he came over here?
Because the Nazis disliked communists. For your information, Chief Inspector of the West German Police gave Schaefer complete clearance in 1962.
1962? No, that's 8 years ago. What does he do?
Commercial director of Deutsche Drogen.
Deutsche Drogen? What's that?
Well, it's
a large German pharmaceutical concern with offices in Berlin.
You've got your men on that in Berlin, have you?
It is being done.
All right. Schaefer visits here for the trade exhibition.
And he stays at Harston.
There's not necessarily any significance in that. They repaired his boat there when he holed her.
Yeah, around about the time that we got onto Heyman at the research centre. And we know that he's friends with Clifford.
But these two facts don't necessarily make him an agent.
Oh, and the third fact, that he left Olympia yesterday afternoon and no one's seen or heard of him since.
It seems likely from what we know. The card he left for Clifford at the yacht club, the fact that they both disappeared at the same time, that they did go away together.
Yeah, well, now that leaves us two possibilities. Either Deutsche Drogen is a cover, or Clifford has gone to work for Schaefer on the up-and-up commercially.
What do you say, Chief Superintendent?
Excuse me. Inman?
Grayish here.
Oh, yes.
Heathrow. John Clifford just came in on a flight from Frankfurt.
I see. Right, thanks very much. He's just landed at Heathrow. Clifford.
That's right. I keep telling you he offered me a job.
What sort of job?
Just a job.
Head of research, wasn't it?
Well, it might have become that in time, given a few years.
Until we had completed our investigation, sir, you could never have left here.
What work were you to have done?
Look, Mr. Jordan, I flew over there, had dinner with a few of Schaefer's colleagues, stayed the night, and flew back home. Now, is there any law against that?
Oh, no, not at all. And of course you talked...
Oh, good heavens, man, what do you think we did?
About what?
The job.
Not your work here?
No.
You're sure, sir? Not even obliquely?
I told you no.
Right, thanks very much, Dr. Clifford.
Is that all?
For the moment, sir. You will let us know if you're going away again, sir.
As though I dream of doing anything else.
Dr. Clifford, there's one more thing. Miss Anderson's gone.
Gone where?
She's decided to go back to Sweden, sir, with her husband.
And she will, as soon as we've given her clearance.
I see. Well, thank you for letting me know.
Will you still be going sailing, sir?
Yes. I can handle Clamberis on my own.
Thank you, sir. Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir. This is Clifford's sailing room.
Anybody else know about that?
His wife.
Oh, just a minute. Anybody else?
Why?
Just that I don't think we've finished yet.
What do you mean, investigating Clifford?
Bring that chair in. Let's think this thing out. Now, Schaefer looks innocent. Miss Anderson, alias Han, has withdrawn. Maybe we scared her off. Who knows? It looks as if Clifford hasn't been got at yet, and yet we still don't know who Heyman's contact was. Now, look at it the other way around. Supposing Supposing it wasn't Schaefer, wasn't Mr. or Mrs. Hahn. Now, there's not much to go on, and yet...
Ah. The man or woman that we're looking for might still be at Harston.
That's it.
We must have missed something.
I think I'll have another go at Heyman. Did you?
Every day for weeks you've been coming here. You and others like you. Questions, nothing but questions. I've been found guilty once.
Miss Heyman, I have to know the name of your contact. I simply have to know it. Look, you're making things very hard on yourself.
They're hard enough.
Well, it was you that gave that information away, nobody else. It was your choice. You did it.
I've no regrets.
And what about Dr. Clifford? Don't you care what happens to him?
I never really knew him.
He could be in danger as a result of what you have done.
No.
Oh, yes. I mean it.
Look, I know how you people work. You're just saying that, just trying to get me to talk.
Oh, ho, ho. You've got a lot to learn, haven't you?
No one will hurt Dr. Clifford.
Well, you know that.
I was told.
By?
I was just told.
Oh, look, come off it, come off it. Even if your friend, your contact, wouldn't touch Clifford, do you think the people he works for are as gentle as that? Who do you think they are, the Fabian Society?
I never met them.
Well, I have. I have, and believe you me.
Look, I'm not interested.
You should be. Why, he pulled it in you all right, didn't he? The oldest trick in the world. Told you he loved you, I suppose.
Stop it.
I haven't even started yet. What's he like, anyway?
Nothing.
Lives at Harston, doesn't he?
No.
Oh, come off it. We know he does. He's been there for some time.
Even if he was right under your noses, you'd still never find him.
Oh?
I've been watching you, and the way that you work. Short-sighted, that's what you are, even though he was right there.
Did he tell you he loves you?
He does. I know it.
And that's why you're protecting him. He's not much of a fella for a good-looking girl like you now, is he? He's a bit short-sighted as well.
Only for Reedy.
Gillian, I promise you I will get what I want from you in the end.
Never. Because even when this is all over and I'm out of prison...
You'll what?
You'll never get us.
Oh, you're going away with them?
One dream you can't destroy.
Yes, well, I must say I don't blame you. Cottage in the country, in the Cotswolds, maybe, live happily ever
The
after?
hills, him.
Oh, he doesn't like exercise, eh?
On the contrary, Look, he wasn't lying to me. I trust him.
Quite the paternal figure, this.
What do you mean?
Oh, only that he's a good deal older than you are. We all know that.
I never said that.
Do you like older men? All right, Miss Heyman.
You'll never believe the difficulty I had in getting hold of this.
Well, now, I'm pleased to hear that, Sir Hugh.
Eh?
Shows that your security has improved.
What is it exactly that you are looking for?
Well, we're not quite sure yet. You see, there's nothing on her general record.
Miss Heyman is a very ordinary young woman.
In what way, sir?
Doing ordinary things.
Well, maybe that's exactly what we're looking for. Hobbies, pastimes, that kind of thing.
Well, I don't really know.
She worked for you occasionally, didn't she, sir?
Boyfriends, I suppose. Why?
No, they've all been checked, sir. Look, sir, forget for a moment that we've spent so much time on her, that we've asked you all these questions before. Just tell me in your own words, Sir Hugh, what kind of girl was she?
Well, she was keen on riding and sailing. Her parents are quite well off, you know.
Whereabouts did she sail?
From the yacht club, I think. But it must all be in there somewhere. Most people do here. There's nothing odd in that.
Thank you, Sir Hugh. You've been a great deal of help.
Oh, thank
Goodbye,
you.
sir.
Goodbye, huh?
I think we've got it.
I'll give it another 5 minutes, John, and I'll shut up shop.
The car's in position, sir.
Yes.
Would you like a drink?
Good idea.
Frank.
Yeah?
An Irish, please.
Watch it, Jordan. Watch
Oh, I'm a Scotch.
All right.
Dr. Clifford? A drink?
No, thank you.
Oh, come on.
We are on your side, you know.
different worlds.
I know, Dr. Clifford, that you should be more careful whom you trust as friends. I mean, take Karen and Schaefer, for instance.
Take Mr. Falcon here.
That'll be 3 and 6.
Ah, fine. Now, tell me, how well do you know him?
Thank you.
I know him well enough to ask.
Well, we've known each other for years. Why?
Oh, go on, Dr. Clifford.
I said I know him well enough to ask him to go on holiday with me.
Well, Dr. Clifford invited me to go sailing with him.
Did you, sir? You sure it wasn't the other way around?
The other way round? But this is ridiculous. Ask John.
I wonder if we might have a look at your club register, sir.
What for?
Please.
What do you want with it?
You'll see.
Would you mind telling me, sir, what that name there is?
I can't see without my glasses.
The name is Heyman. Gillian Heyman, Mr. Falcon.
Yes, I can see now. Now, wait a minute.
Did you know her, sir?
Well, of course I knew her. She was that girl that went to prison.
All she is, really. A girl.
Now, look, I've had enough of this. I'm going to get my things and shut up shop. We better go, John. Otherwise we shall miss the tide.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Frank? Frank, I'll give you a hand.
He's a clever bastard.
Frank?
Come on.
Frank?
All right, take him away. Your friend Falcon was Miss Heyman's contact.
I see. Well, if you don't need me anymore, Superintendent, I'll go home. My wife will be wondering what's happened to me.
You know, people like you are vulnerable.
I'll lock up the boat.
Looks like we got Falcon just in time.
Did we?
Goodness knows what he would have got out of Clifford on that boat.
Look at him. We're going to have to keep an eye on him for the rest of his working life. Year in, year out.